Hello, my lovelies. Happy Monday. This is going to be your week ahead. We are going to timestamp it for each of the 12 zodiacs in the comments. I was going to do this as a live. Unfortunately, I'm pretty drained from the weekend, so I'm going to do it as a video instead. My apologies. I will catch up with you guys later this week in the live. Definitely need a little bit of R&R. So we're going to start with Soundtrack of Our Life. We have Tarot of the Divine, the Soul's Journey, and we have the Island Times Wellness, which is a love deck. So we're going to go by elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Aries, you're up first. Let's see what we have for your week ahead. All right, Aries, let's get you a song. What is specifically important for Aries this week? What songs do they need to see? Angels Among Us by Alabama. Love that song. If you've never heard it, it is on YouTube. You can find it. I feel like that's Spirit's way of telling you that if you need help, if you need any sort of assistance, ask your angels for help, for guidance. Sometimes it's human angels that come to our rescue. Sometimes it's somebody that you least expect is actually working through them from the divine energy. Let's see what kind of lessons you have on your soul's journey this week. Show me what Aries' lesson is. Thank you. Ooh, dealing with grief. I understand that losing someone is an opportunity to appreciate it. Losing something or someone. If you're going through actual grief, you've lost someone, my condolences for that. I feel like this is an indication that we need to appreciate all the things and people in our life while they're still there, because we never know when our last day is. So we definitely need to make sure that we use every opportunity we have in order to appreciate the people and things in our life. Let's see what we have going on for love this week. There we go. All right, we could be dealing with some sort of addiction or blockage in our life this week. So codependency, obsessions, possessions, controlling has a block or restraint. For some of you, you're blocking your heart from actually achieving the love that it craves. In this depiction, if I can get it nice and close, she's got like the heart, but it's tethered to a chain around her ankle. So there's something that's holding you back from love. For some of you, it's grief, and some of you, it's other things. But we're working on letting go of these self-sabotaging behaviors. If it's a repetitive cycle, it's time to work through breaking that. The interesting part is you have the date card. So you could be meeting somebody new, and you might be getting back out there on the dating scene, planning or setting a date. Remember, it is time to start making some healthy choices in love and in life. Use things like self-love, self-care, and it will make you happier. Anything else about love this week? You're working on healing. Part of that is working through and making some healthy choices. So healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So you're setting yourself free, breaking some bad habits or cycles, and you need to get back out there and live a little bit. So enjoy some time with friends. Moving on, happily single and living in the moment. Having fun could lead to somebody new. All right, show me 7 cards for Aries this week. 7 cards for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, well, we are overcoming some toxicity this week, and I feel like with the assistance of the angels, the devil is an indication that there are a lot of things coming against you, right? And so there's temptation, there's codependency, addictions, lots of toxicity or things with strings attached. So it's time to work through breaking those cycles. You might have to call on your angel team in order to actually facilitate that, but you can handle it. You might just need a little assistance. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that fate and destiny are spinning good luck in your favor this week. There's positive changes that are coming, especially where finances are concerned. And there's some sort of competition, rivalry, clashing egos, butting heads, battles, it's arguments. So those are some things we need to release and find the peace. It's going to take hard work to break whatever this cycle is. Work could be taking up a lot of your time. Remember, try not to work yourself to the bone. You also need time to find balance. Are you able to let new opportunities in, or is your guard too high? That's something you're going to have to evaluate, but I feel like there's an opportunity coming in for you. Can you let it in, or are you blocking it? You do need to shift your perspective this week and see that there is still hope for things to turn around for the better. So Spirit is advising that you start planning or setting some goals for the future in order to actually get to where you need to be. Some of that might be breaking old cycles, healing certain parts of yourself that are wounded, and shifting your perspective, going towards peace, and in return, you will reach your destination. All right, Sagittarius, your song is All My Life, Casey and JoJo. I feel like you're working towards some goals this week in the love department. And I feel like, fire signs are typically kind of free-spirited. They don't usually always want to settle down. They kind of want to do their own thing. But I feel like they're also longing for the right person, and they might have been looking for them for a very long time. What is your soul's lesson this week? Show me what Sag needs to see for their soul's lesson this week. All right, perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So if you're determined to be successful in any area of your life, eventually you're going to make progress and get there. But it does take exactly that, perseverance, determination, and resilience in order to overcome any sort of challenges. So set your mind and your goals high on what it is that you want and be willing to work towards it until you achieve it. All right, you also might be dealing with addictions, some sort of codependency, some sort of block or restraint. So it's time to break those and set yourself free. There could be someone new coming into your life that likes you. Romance is blooming. Have fun flirting and wanting to date. And the butterfly, so you're going through some sort of transformation. There could be a relationship that's evolving into a next phase, and healing the inner child is bringing some growth. All right, show me what they need to see for the next 7 days. Ooh, the Ten of Wands. So we are letting go of some sort of burden, toxic cycles, things that are holding us back. Wow, you're definitely completing some things. 10-10 back to back. So major cycles changing, ending, and things transforming for the better. The Ten of Coins is like generational wealth, inheritance, abundance coming to you. So things that you've worked very hard for, or things that you're going to be able to bless future generations with. If you're in a place of lack right now, that's going to change drastically. The Ten of Coins is like lacking nothing financially. It would also be able to bless other people, future generations, with what you've worked so hard for. And so we have to get out of that doom and gloom mentality and see things differently. You could also be welcoming in your divine counterpart. This is somebody that I feel like would be all of the things that you really need in a partner. So protector, provider, somebody who embodies all of the 4 kings in tarot. He's got all the knowledge at his disposal. He makes bold moves. He conquers his fears, and he allows you to grow as well. There's some communication coming in quickly if you've been waiting on some results. I feel like this is also potentially leading to a lifetime commitment, a new beginning, a fresh start, and a lot of happiness. And maybe you manifested this. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo, so that would be interesting. A lot of fire in this reading. But I do feel like this is an important thing to realize that you are creating the life that you want, so make it positive. Remember to persevere through any challenges this week and know that brighter days are on the horizon. Leo, let's see what your song is. Creep by Radiohead. Are you dealing with a creep? Are you being the creep? Is somebody stalking you? Are there some things that maybe you should be aware of this week? Definitely be cautious. That is one of my stalker cards in the deck, so we want to make sure that it's nothing nefarious. What kind of lessons are we learning this week? Ooh. All right, so service. I feel good when I can help others. Acts of service are going to be important for you this week, as well as pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this is pride as in like a sense of a job well done, not the negative side where we're based in ego. So this is telling you that you need to take pride in all of your accomplishments, not in a vain or egotistical way, but in a way that it's like, I worked so hard for this and I have achieved it, so celebrate those things. What do you need to know about love this week? What do you need to see for love? There we go. All right. There could be a breakup. There might be some sort of pattern. You could be breaking up with somebody who's a little bit of a creep, but there is some sort of separation. There might be some abandonment wounds or separation. You might be enjoying time with friends, happily single and moving on. You could be moving on from somebody who is a narcissist or somebody that really does need some boundaries in their life. And one or both of you could be a little bit heartbroken. You might be missing this person. There could definitely be a separation or a breakup. We have 2 cards discussing that. And you need to go through the healing process. So grief, loss, mourning, all of those in order to transform the energy. All right, what do we need to see for the next 7 days for Leo? Leo, what do we need to see for the next 7 days? Ooh, you do have some transformative energy that's taking place. I feel like you are really going through a major change in your life, kind of burning away the old version of you and emerging completely renewed. I do feel like you're going to step out into the spotlight in some way, shape, or form, but you're healing in the process right now. You remember to nurture the things you want to grow, especially yourself. I feel like you need to trust your intuition this week on what needs to go and what needs to stay. And Spirit's asking you if you would like to follow a creative passion or pursuit. The Ace of Wands is a new opportunity for growth and creativity. It does look like it leads to abundance, so if you're willing to do the hard work, that is going to pay off. In the meantime, Spirit's advising that you do some shadow work, some reflection, or some inner work, or take some time out for yourself. Maybe some solitude would do you some good. You do need some rest and recovery, so Spirit's advising that you take time for yourself, rest and recharge. There is a decision that you are weighing when it comes to love. I do feel like this person only has eyes for you and vice versa, but there's something off about the energy. So we want it to be reciprocal and we want it to be healthy, and if it's not, you have to evaluate whether it's right for you or whether you go solo. Cancers, let's see what your song is for the week. Someone Like You by Adele. I feel like there could be someone that is looking for exactly the skills and the personality traits, the physical characteristics that you possess. They are sick and tired of longing for you, and I feel like there is potentially a new person that's coming towards you. All right, show me what soul lessons we need to see for Cancer this week. Soul lesson for Cancer. Ooh, your purpose. I know what I am here to do. If you don't, that's okay. It might take you some time. Follow your passions. What is it that you really love to do? Do you like to help people? Do you have natural talents that you like to use? What are some things that bring you joy naturally? Your purpose is rarely, usually, your career path in life. Your purpose and your career are usually different. Sometimes those things align and work together. Usually they do not. So your purpose is not necessarily your job. What do we need to know about love? Ooh, the engagement ring. I feel like for some of you, you're making healthier choices that are leading to a new commitment. So I feel like some of you could be working on going towards maybe from dating to engaged to married, but there is an evolution here. And because you are making healthier choices, your person is starting to come in. Okay, interesting. So you have engagement rings, healthy choices, and wedding rings. So union for somebody is coming in, wanting to make a soul commitment to this person. Show me 7 cards for Cancer. What do we need to see? Ooh. All right. Judgment being out here tells us that there's some sort of divine intervention that's occurring. And I feel like this divine intervention brings you and this person together. Some almost like the stars align and then the person kind of falls into your lap. All right. So there could be some karma being dealt, good or bad. There is definitely transformative energy with judgment. Some sort of final decision is pending finality. There is positive changes for your finances this week. So being able to come come in from out of the cold, also being able to cut people off that don't serve your highest good. And this is a card of recovery, so injury, illness, surgery, as well as financially. You are moving out of toxic energy into something more peaceful. You might be traveling, moving, relocating, but this is definitely something that I feel like there's forward progress. You could be going towards a certain someone. This is Scorpio energy with the King of Cups, emotionally invested. Excuse me. I feel like this person would give you the emotional fulfillment that maybe has been lacking. It could be a wish fulfillment for you as well. And I do think that it's going to take both of you being on the same page to make this dream a reality. So as always, trust your intuition. You're going to know, the old saying, when you know, you've met the right person, you're going to know. There's going to be signs, there's going to be clues. I feel like if there's any red flags, it's probably not the right person. It should make you feel at peace, not at war. And I feel like this person is really looking for someone just like you. Pisces, let's see what's going on for you this week. What is your song? What I've Done, Lincoln Park. Well, you could be facing your own judgment. It could be judgment of others. Some things could be illuminated, found out, secrets being exposed. Let's see what's going on for you this week, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is your soul lesson this week? Pisces, what do they need to see? Ooh, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, so energetically I'm picking up that whatever comes to light here, can you show empathy to yourself and others? Of course you can, right? You're one of the most empathetic signs of the zodiac. So be open to seeing both sides of a situation. I feel like the older we get, the easier that becomes, that we're able to kind of see that flip side of the coin. Let's see what's going on for you in love this week. What does Pisces need to see? Pisces, what do they need to see for love? Ooh, all right. So some shadow work might be required this week. You might be mirroring each other. There could be some things coming out on both sides. Remember that your self-image, the relationships in your life reflect back to you your wounds, and it might be time for some introspection, some shadow work. What else? Somebody could be watching you, spying on you. They might also be gaslighting you, kind of telling you false truths. And you might be in separation from a certain somebody that you're really missing and thinking about. So I feel like both parties are kind of sad. I get the sense that there's the separation from somebody because of what's been done. So what else? You might not be ready to deal with this person yet. You might be avoiding them. There might be conversations that you're avoiding. They might be trying to call you. But boundaries are needed and somebody is still angry. I feel like someone's also reminiscing about the past. So remember, it's time to learn from our mistakes and make new memories. And someone could also be dealing with addictions, codependency, has some sort of block or restraint. Seduction. We got a lot going on. I feel like you're kind of the object of somebody's desire, and I feel like you have cut this person off in some way, shape, or form. And so there needs to be a resolution. I'm not seeing that in the cards just yet. So somebody's not ready to make nice just yet. What else do we need to see? I do get the sense that this person wants to come in and seduce you, though. So use some caution with that. I feel like the issue needs to be resolved before that happens. Okay, what do we need to see for Pisces for the week? Okay, there's the truth and clarity coming out, and it offers a way for a new beginning. I do think that there is something that is revealed, or there is a breakthrough, there is truth, there is clarity in order to illuminate what needs to change. The Fool is asking you, are you ready to take a leap of faith in a new direction? Not that we go backwards, that we go forwards. The question is, can you see both sides of this coin, and can you find a peaceful resolution? Because the Nine of Wands is really a very guarded card. I get the sense that somebody is a little bit apprehensive in order to let somebody new in. But this person wants to show you that they mean what they say and that they desire connection and union, marriage. I feel like this is also telling you that this is part of your ascension, is learning, growing, and showing empathy. It's your divine counterpart that's coming in with this clarity. I get the sense that they're about to make a bold move, and it could be a proposal of marriage for some of you, but there's healing that needs to take place, and I feel like it's on both sides. So whatever comes to light, you're going to have to work through that in order to get to a happy new beginning. What else? Yep, but there is communication coming in. I feel like there is a very truthful conversation that needs to happen on both sides in order to actually work through the issues to get to this new beginning, because the new beginning is there. It's the truth that needs to happen. The communication needs to be honest and open before we get to this level of commitment. So whatever has been done is going to be revealed. Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you this week. Your song, Mama's Broken Heart. So are you dealing with a broken heart? Are there people who, it's funny because that's one of my favorite songs from her. It's talking about how everybody in town is gossiping about this breakup that she had, and that she was kind of losing her mind during this, and she really doesn't care what other people think. But everybody around her, like her mother especially, it's like, you don't let people see your weaknesses. You aren't allowed to cry. Like, put your makeup on, smile, look pretty. And if you're not able to do that, that's totally okay. Sometimes we just have to heal in private and not worry about what other people are thinking. Okay, you've got 3 cards here. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. So some sort of creativity coming to light this week. Pride. This isn't a job well done. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And service. I feel good when I can help others. So you might be being called to be of service to others in some way this week. What else do we need to see? Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio for love this week? Scorpio. What do we need to see? All right, you could also be having a breakup. Yeah, so it's like the channeled messages, it's funny how they coincide with the cards. So some sort of separation, there's a pattern of silent treatment and abandonment, breakups. We need to stop the pattern. So what is happening? All right, we're completing something, but I feel like there is competition. There could be an enemy that's kind of malicious or making you think that you have to look over your shoulder. So watch out for snakes this week. Kind of reminiscing about the past, it's time to make some new memories, learn the lesson and grow from it. There could be a lot of options. You might need to really make wise decisions here, and self-indulgence tells us that it's time to focus on ourself. Self-worth, appreciation, time to heal, shadow work, and definitely making some forward progress. All right, Scorpio, what do we need to see? Too many. Scorpio, what do we need to see for the next 7 days? Ooh, all right, some sort of creative breakthrough for you as well. Are you going to take the opportunity? I feel like this is also a new beginning for you to be helpful to other people. You have the imagination card, you have the Ace of Wands. It's telling us to get creative. The High Priestess tells us to tap into our intuition. It's also going to be our compass and guide us where we need to be. And the Nine of Coins tells us that something will pay off for us, the fruits of our labor. These things are happening quickly, so once the changes start, I feel like they gain some momentum. Forward progress, and definitely potential for travel, relocation, but forward movement. The other thing is it's going to take teamwork to make the dream work here, so be willing to work well with others. And there could definitely be some spying or some gossip, rumors flying. Don't pay that any attention. You do get a breakthrough, so the truth or the clarity is coming to light to help you to maneuver or to pivot in a different direction so that you can heal, you can focus on something that's better for you, and you finally make some forward progress. Geminis, let's see what's going on for you this week. Your song is Lady by Kenny Rogers. So there could be a certain someone in your life, male or female, doesn't matter, that you really want to be there for. You want this person in your life. You want a commitment from them. You want to be their knight in shining armor and give them the life that they deserve. So let's see what your soul's journey has for you this week. What do we need to see for Geminis? What is their soul lesson this week? Service. So you are going to feel good when you can help others. Maybe there's someone in your life that you already know of that you're trying to help, or maybe it's a complete stranger that Spirit's calling you to be, you know, that person that steps in and helps assist them this week. All right, what do we need to see for love for Gemini? Gemini, what do we need to see for love? All right, there's some stuff going on in the collective that it feels like there's been some arguments, some issues, especially where communication is, and that somebody is hurt and not ready to deal with resolving this just yet. Some boundaries are needed and someone's still angry. Could be with someone who's a bit of a narcissist. There needs to be some boundaries. 2 cards. Boundaries are needed, still angry, enable boundaries. Somebody is trying to use you. What you're looking for is unconditional love. So don't settle for less than that. I feel like that's an important lesson. It's giving and receiving equally of affection. Somebody is falling in love. All right. What do we need to see for Gemini this week? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh. All right. Well, it does look like somebody desires connection. We have Lady. We have the 10 of Cups. That tells us that if we are in a healthy connection, that things could go to marriage or commitment. And I feel like a happy union, something that you actually want that is beneficial to both parties. I feel like right now you could be in this energy where you're really working hard on your dreams and your goals. Could be financial independence, could be starting your own business, but you have a wish fulfillment that's coming in. I almost get the sense that you are needing to step out of a comfort zone. Maybe being practical is working, and maybe it's not. I always get hiccups for confirmation. I feel like you need to be bold and you need to take action where it's warranted. For some of you, it's going towards a forever person. That's a wish fulfillment. This is stability. This is both being on the same page, 11-11, so mirrored energy. It's also an indication you are on the right path to go for what you want. But you have to make a decision about the future. Which way do you want to go? If you look at this card, he's got 2 heads. They're going one in each direction. So which way will you choose? I do feel like whatever you choose leads to a lot of happiness, potentially marriage and commitment with the right person. So make wise decisions this week, but you do need to make a choice about the future. Libra, let's see what's going on for you this week. Your song, I Crossed My Heart by George Strait. Somebody might be trying to make some sort of promise to you. I feel like this is commitment. I feel like it could potentially be marriage or engagement. So let's see what else is going on for you this week. What is your soul lesson this week? There it is. Ooh, relationships. Yep. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Don't settle for less. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in a rut, or, you know, we kind of meet the same people in different bodies, and we're going to keep visiting the same sort of lessons with different people until we actually master those and resolve those issues. So your relationships are teaching you not to settle for less, that you need to strive for what it is you want. Remember that you're starting to attract people who serve your higher good. Yes, the Phoenix. So some sort of new phase, you could be rekindling something, renewing something. Transformation is coming, bringing growth and a changed mind. So you may have changed your mind somewhere. Remember that a phoenix rises again from anything sent to destroy it. So it first burns to a crisp and it rises out of the ashes. What else? You might be reminiscing about the past. Remember to make some new memories. Don't get lost in the nostalgia. Ooh, and someone could be expressing how they feel. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. All right, what do we need to see for Libras this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There we go. Ooh, well, you could be manifesting some new connections in your life. The Magician tells us that we have all of the tools at our disposal to create the life that we want. I love this deck because it's a lot of like fairy tale type stuff. So this would be Cinderella. She's got her little helpers down there, the little mice on the pumpkins, and she had a fairy godmother. So think of the fairy godmother as like your guardian angel coming in to help, not necessarily grant wishes, but to divinely guide you where you need to be, away from negativity and towards something more positive. Towards commitment. I definitely think somebody wants to go the distance with you. I get the sense that there's been a pause, is the word that they're showing me. There's been some sort of pause, hiatus. It's part of the spiritual growth. The Hierophant is a card of enlightenment as well as commitment, tradition. And so I feel like there is this sense of marriage, commitment, connection. Don't overthink things. I feel like there's a lot of pessimistic energy with this card. Really negative thoughts might be creeping in. We want to clear those out because we want something coming in for our betterment, not our detriment. The King of Wands tells us that we are going through a transformation. The Phoenix, how funny. You have the Phoenix and you have the King of Wands. Both of these are birds. So in this one, it's like a phoenix and a peacock. So gathering a lot of attention, transformative energy. This phoenix is also a bird. Normally it would be depicted with flames and fire. So definitely some things are changing for you. I feel like it's really important that you kind of get out and live a little bit, get out of this negative mentality and know that the right situations will find you. Ooh, 2 pages. I feel like you're going to feel like a kid again, but there is some sort of destined interaction that's coming towards you and fast. I feel like this person has had a crush on you for a while. I feel like they might be gathering their courage to come forward and express that towards you. And I feel like it's going to be a welcomed change. So, can we work on healing and let go of the negative impact that things have had on us? I feel like it's really important that we allow divine intervention to come in and kind of sweep away the negativity so that we can find the joy and happiness again. You do have things that are trying to come in for you, and some of that is marriage and commitment. Some of this will require you to actually heal first and come into alignment with what it is that your heart desires. Aquarius, my aqua sauce. Let's see what's going on for you. Your song, Let's Stay Together, Al Green. All right. So there could be somebody that you are on the outs with, that you're in separation with, that finally decides, okay, let's figure this out. Let's stay together. You're the person that I want. I don't want to be separate from you. Let's figure our crap out and let's resolve whatever these issues are. What is your soul's lesson this week? Got 2 of them. There's some indecision about this connection, I feel like. So use your intuition in all aspects of life and death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So I get the sense that you really need to trust your instincts about this decision. There could also be some difficulties. There may have been some endings, and that ending might also give way to this new beginning, this new chapter. Maybe you had to take a break from this connection in order for the other person in you to see whether it's somebody that you really desire to have in your life. Do you miss them? Do you want to fix things or not? But there is some indecision there, so allow your intuition to guide you. What do we need to know about love this week? Aquarius, what do we need to know about love? Also, I'm being drawn to the colors on here. Red is the root chakra and purple would be the crown chakra. So you need to get grounded and then you need to trust your intuition. Ironically, on here we also have red, shades of red. All right, we're reminiscing about the past. Could be a past person, lots of nostalgia. It's time to make some new memories. Maybe this person and you go out for coffee. Maybe there's been some sort of reconnection. I feel like you need to just kind of savor the moment. The coffin, the death card. You could be going through an actual physical loss of somebody, but I feel more strongly that this is an ending that is giving way to a new beginning. And they literally say the same thing. All right, so this one says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And this one says, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So we're going through some major changes that are allowing these new beginnings to come through. Yeah, somebody holds the key to your heart. So are you willing to be open to that? And I feel like if you are, you will be getting together with the right person. There is some sort of stabilizing influence that's coming in for you this week that's bringing growth as well as permanence. And it could potentially be some new love or deepening an existing connection. Have faith that love is coming. A surprise invitation or meeting brings hesitation. Okay, let's see what else we need to see for my Aquarius. Aqua Sauce, what do they need to see? What's happening for you in the next 7 days? Aquarius, what do we need to see? Ooh. You need to start planning or setting some goals for the future. So kind of figure out what it is you're looking for in whatever this is, whether it's work, love, but somewhere in your life you need to start planning or setting hiccups for confirmation, planning or setting some goals for the future. When you do, I feel like you're going to achieve these and the fruits of your labor start to pay off, some financial freedom and independence. You need to choose wisely about love because not everything is as it appears. So you need the truth in order to make a good decision. Trusting your intuition is going to help you. There is this need for recovery. We have been hurt. There's been a lot of pain. It could have been grief, loss, mourning. It's time to focus your energy on healing those things. Potential for someone new coming in. I feel like this is a fated encounter. We have on this card the red string of destiny, and you are tethered to this person and it's coming in quickly with the rabbit there. Could also be some fertility. There might be like a new addition to your family. The world tells us we're closing out old chapters so new things can come in. Travel, relocation, broadening your horizons, but definitely new possibilities. So right now you're juggling a lot. We need to make a decision and realize what we need to let go of in order to find the balance. The balance is going to come when you start to trust your instincts and intuition and make choices that are positive changes for you going forward. Virgos, let's see what's going on for you. Homesick. Who or what are you homesick for? Is it a person? Is it a place? Sometimes I feel like we're homesick for the stars, a place that we came from that we long to go back to. So if you are feeling homesick, know that you probably need to connect with that place or that person. All right, what do we need to see for our soul's lesson? Adversity. Accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Remember that if life is throwing you curveballs right now, if there are major challenges that you are facing, it is a lesson inside of it, and Spirit feels that this is the best way for you to learn that lesson. What do we need to see for love for Virgo? What does Virgo need to see for love? Ooh, all right. You could be dealing with a karmic relationship. This person is in your life again to challenge you to grow. So fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. That's their lesson, is for you to learn how to let go and learn how to love yourself. Remember that we might need to let go of the past. It's fine to reminisce, but don't get stuck there. That's echoed by the photograph. Feeling very nostalgic, it's time to make some new memories. The Paradise card tells us that we can go towards expansion, joy, happiness, oneness, and enjoying yourself as well as others. The Grim Reaper tells us that the relationship is over. There's no second chances. It's time to grow and transform your life. So we're supposed to be growing, and it is time to make some healthy choices in love, in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. All right. What do we need to see for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the next 7 days. Virgo. Virgo, what do we need to see? There it is. All right. So we have been juggling. Could be finances, responsibilities. There's too much on our plate. We have to find some balance. Things are going to be changing quickly. You could be traveling, moving, relocating, definitely some forward momentum. Don't forget to work on you. Shadow work, healing, some isolation, taking some time for some inner work and reflection, or some time alone. There is a new potential opportunity for employment. Could be a pay raise, promotion, definitely some things improving that leads to abundance from the universe. What do you need to cut out of your life? I feel like there's people, situations, and you definitely need to see things differently, because this queen is somebody who doesn't take any crap from anyone. It's time to end a really painful cycle in your life and let go of that heavy burden to allow the new opportunities to come in. You might need to be brave. You might need to be bold. There's definitely some things that you're manifesting to change, and I feel like things will start to transform and come full circle for you. There could also be a lot of attention on you this week, so use that to your advantage. Use it for good, not for evil. Taurus, let's see what's happening for you this week. Ooh, tell me lies. Who is it that is telling you lies? Are you lying to yourself? Is it somebody else that's telling you something? I almost get the sense that you just are in disbelief in a certain situation in your life. More than likely it's love. You just don't believe that somebody is either that into you. You don't believe that the feelings are true. Maybe there's been deception already. So what is your lesson that you need to learn this week? Focusing on your self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So your primary focus is going to be on building up your self-esteem and sharing your gifts that you possess with others. That's bringing in some growth for you. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So these are some things that are like shadow work, some inner work for you. And love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. What was I saying? It's more than likely about love. So let's see what's going on for you in love this week. Taurus, what do you need to know? Well, these ones are sticking sideways. All right, Spirit wants you to make some healthy choices in love and in life. So practice things like self-love, self-care, and you will in turn be happier. The Hand of Cards tells us that it's time for you to take a chance or a risk, but it needs to be strategic. You might have a lot of options. Don't show everybody what you're up to, and be cautious with gambling with anything that you can't stand to lose. Watch out for any sort of deception. You might be recovering from some sort of heartbreak, a shocking attack, or pain. I feel like this is your opportunity to grow, and shadow work or inner work is needed. So your self-image relationships reflect our wounds. It's time for some introspection. All right, let's see what we've got for Taurus for the next 7 days. What does Taurus need to see? Ooh, you are completing a hard chapter in your life. I feel like you're going towards a period of renewal. I feel like you might be traveling, moving, relocating, but things are changing. They're coming full circle. I feel like you're not going to settle for people who are deceptive at this point, that you know you deserve better, and if not, you're working towards that. So we're letting go of the pain and we're focusing on our growth. There is opportunities for more blessings financially to come in, so don't hoard your resources. Know that more is on the way. Pinch pennies where you need to. There could be somebody that reveals that they have a crush on you, or there is a fated encounter that is destined coming in. Judgment being out here tells us that karma is also being dealt, good or bad. You might be waiting on a final decision through the courts. That's coming to a close as well. Positive changes, so I feel like it's a positive outcome, celebrating. And the Divine Empress. Okay, so you might have actually found your match. It might be a divine encounter that comes in. You might want her to be the mother of your children. You might see her as very nurturing. The number 3 could be significant as well, or 111. On here it's very tiny. So we have 111 or 3. So that could be something that is important as well. All right, this could be someone from your past. You might also be connecting to a mother figure. I do feel like there is a soulmate connection that's coming in for you. I feel like you're going to doubt this, so kind of feel things out slowly. Know that there is some potential for like some shocking attacks here, but we're focused on healing and letting go of the negativity in order to welcome in something much better. All right, last but not least, our Capricorns. Your song, the kind of love we make, Luke Combs. So I get that there is a certain someone in your life that there's a lot of chemistry. I feel like you almost need to close the world off, and that you two just need to connect in the best way possible, whether that's talking, whether that's, intimacy, and it's not always, sexual activities. Intimacy can be that heartfelt connection, feeling heard, that person knowing you, seeing you vulnerable, things like that. And I feel like that all leads to positive changes. What is your soul lesson this week? Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this is pride in a job well done. So if you are working through healing some things in your life, I feel like you need to pat yourself on the back from time to time and celebrate those successful things that you have healed from. What do we need to know about love this week for Capricorn? Capricorn, what do we need to know for love? Ooh, you could be gambling. You might be taking a trip to the casino. Be cautious. Don't gamble with anything you can't stand to lose. But this is also about taking a risk somewhere, but being strategic about that risk. So what else do they need to know? Some things could take some more time. Remember, all things happen in divine timing, but we're working through some cycles. It is time to heal, and you are making some progress. You could also be letting go of a karmic relationship. So fleeting triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Remember, a karmic relationship or a karmic partner is meant to show you all the things that are unhealed so that you are able to love yourself. We have the golden mirror, which is a one-sided relationship or love bombing. It came out in the reverse. So that definitely tells us that we're overcoming this toxic pattern and we are focused on healing going forward. Awesome. All right, what else do we need to know for your week ahead? What do we need to know for your week ahead? All right, we are finding some stability that leads to a connection, could potentially be marriage. You're on the right path when you see the number 1111. So if you're seeing that, it's balance. It's definitely putting you on the right path at the right time with the right people. Watch out for any sort of deception. There's definitely some negative energy that could be around you. I also feel like this is telling you, it's kind of a warning. So any sort of backstabbing, manipulation, deception, lies, cheating, those are things you don't want. So work towards letting go of those. The Three of Cups is also an indication that some positive news is coming in. So can you see things differently instead of negative? Shift your perspective and see it more positive. The Devil is Capricorn energy. It's also telling us to let go of these toxic cycles, people, situations in our life. Let go of the temptations, work through the addictions, work through the toxic cycles, and break them once and for all. What else? All right, we're definitely losing sleep over a certain person or situation, and I feel like this is kind of enough is enough. So we need to elevate. We need to start thinking more positive, meditate, ground, pray, all those things to connect to the higher realms. I also feel like this is telling us that we have reached a tipping point, that we are no longer wanting to live in this negative energy. We wish to go towards our peace and happiness and a union that is best suited for us. So I feel like you're overcoming a lot of challenges this week. Connect to the ones that you love. I feel like there is potential for marriage, union, commitment coming in, something that is wonderful for you, and you get the victory this week. So whatever battles you're facing, know that they are soon coming to a close. Public recognition, fame, fortune, reward for a job well done. Pat yourself on the back. Have a wonderful week, my lovelies. We'll see you soon.